Welcome back, you guys. This is episode 7. I am Ja.
I'm Macy.
I'm Nico.
And I'm DeMonte.
And I'm Sakani.
And Nico is our special guest today. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are y'all?
Pretty good.
Fab.
Happy New Year.
Fabulous.
Mhm.
Excited to have you on.
Very
Thank you for
excited.
coming on.
Yes.
It's an honor, really.
So we kick off every episode by talking about what we've been listening to, our song for the episode. So yeah, no, I just dropped Mad Feels 3. Oh, y'all see the
Absolutely.
necklace? Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna be picking a Fluidus from that project. I previewed the song on here a few weeks ago, and it's actually like the most popular song on the project right now. It's getting like more streams than everything else. It's like getting double the amount of streams as everything else. So like I'm happy with that because it really is my favorite song on the project. So that's gonna be my song this week. What about you guys?
Well, let me just say I'm so proud of you. I know
Yeah,
this has
absolutely.
been
Congratulations.
This has been a long time coming. And, you know, you put
Yes.
so much sweat and tears in seeing how proud of you are of this project and seeing the reception, bitch. You're eating.
Thank
so
you.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank
My song this week is going to be "Open" by Kalani.
Yes,
Ooh,
that's
that's a good
so
one.
good.
Yeah, that's my song.
Mine is gonna be an abstract, like old throwback. It's called "It's Not Up to You" by Bjork. So that's what I've been listening to for the most part.
I've never heard any of her music.
Me either. She's
In a
so weird.
TikTok the other day for the first time,
Like, how do you?
like heard a clip of it, but it was just like someone making a joke.
It's
I
just-
was,
It's just the kind of music that you just gotta feel it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
her name gives that. Like
Yeah.
it just
Mhm.
doesn't. It sounds like just some type of alternative music. But
A lot of
that's
like
dope.
Yeah.
people in dance use it. It's like a lot of people use it for like commercial dance or like
Yeah, I don't feel like it's
concert dance,
like
too.
for me. It's like it's not casual listening.
Oh no,
You have to be very purposefully listening to Bjork.
Oh, I agree. It's more so like a lot of alternative artists in every genre basically stem from her. Like think of FKA Twigs or even SZA.
Yeah.
She sampled Hidden Place. What was it? Yeah, Hidden Place on her finishing track Forgiveless for SOS.
Oh
Mm.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
shit,
tapped
okay.
in. Okay, that's dope.
Absolutely.
All I hear is
I love
pots
that.
and pans, child.
Oh my god. Not too much. That's
No,
the
great
problem.
choice.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna say "Let's Kick It" by Ja X. That's one of my
Yes.
faves.
Every
Every nigga needs a
it.
nigga. Exactly. I love it. I'm very proud of you also. So
Thank you guys.
yeah, just gonna
so
keep that train
much.
going, but also just gonna add my 2.
As usual.
Ariana Grande, you know she's coming back this Friday, so it just makes sense that I give her props, and I'm gonna say West Side by Ariana Grande.
Yes.
Period.
Love that album.
Absolutely, R&B queen.
Oh.
Okay. Sakani.
My song this week is Sandcastle Disco by Solange. I love that song.
Ooh,
Period. You was
queen.
ready.
Love
Mwah.
Solange.
I haven't heard that. I'll be tapping in.
Me either. I haven't heard that one.
All right. So, Nico, again, thank you for coming on. Before we get into the topic today, we have a few questions for you.
Okay.
So, I know for me and the boys, with like doing YouTube, having a podcast, working a 9 to 5,
Mhm.
it can all be very overwhelming. So, how do you find the balance with being multifaceted?
I'd say it takes time. For example, when I started my YouTube about 3 or 4 years ago, I was working like 2 different retail jobs. So once it became something that could actually support my lifestyle, I just threw myself into it.
I love your channel, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I get all the Twitter drama from you.
Yeah, tune in. yeah, but it's been an interesting journey.
Okay, dope. I also want to ask you, how do you deal with the haters? I know like you get a lot of unwanted commentary from people online with being a public figure. So how do you deal with that?
Well, it's kind of like how I approach my videos. I never make someone come and explain themselves to me. So when people are like, "Oh, you need to talk about this, you need to address this," I'm like, "You're a complete stranger on the internet. I don't have to like explain myself to you." So if anything, people are allowed to make commentary about anything in life. So if you have something to say about me, perfectly fine, but that doesn't mean I have to like respond or give energy.
Acknowledge it.
Clock that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like that.
That's powerful.
Very. All right. So what do you feel is the best and worst part about doing sexual content?
The best part, I'd say it's like it's very free form. For example, it's not like I work for a studio, for example. So I don't have to be I don't have to arrive at a place and be told I'm having super happy adult fun time with this person or that person.
It's your choice.
Yes. So anything that you see on camera, I was organically going to have sex with them to begin with. So I'd say that's the best part. But the downside is a lot of people don't understand having sex for quote unquote monetary gain and kind of takes the fun out of casual sex. So anytime somebody's like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, if I don't have like an emotional connection with them, in my head, I'm like, I could be making money rather than just having sex with a random person.
That's real.
Damn.
That's
These
real
bitches
as
be
fuck.
fucking for free.
Clock it. Mhm.
All right, so our last question: what is one sexual tip that you would want to give to the audience?
It's okay to be slow. A lot of people don't understand, like, starting off slowly and gently and building up like that passionate intimacy. It's overlooked because for a lot of people were never taught how to quote unquote have sex, so they learned it from pornography. So they have this mindset of I just got to get in it and quote unquote murder it. And I'm just like, pace yourself, start off slow. You'll find a good pace, a good stroke, and you'll match each other's tempo.
Period.
That's so real.
That is great advice.
I like that.
Thank
And
you.
that leads us into our topic for today, actually, which is sexual education. So I have a question for all of us now, and I first want to ask us, what grade was it? If you took sexual education, what grade did you take it in? And did you feel like you learned anything? So,
I feel
Not
Go.
all at once.
like, me first.
yeah.
Okay, so I feel like I took sexual education and sex ed in 6th grade, but like I really was
Elementary?
middle school.
Elementary?
Middle
That's
school.
not elementary school.
Middle school.
6th grade is
6
middle
to 8
school.
is middle school.
We're in different districts.
Well, it
I
might be
guess.
different depending on what state.
Yeah, where I'm
Yeah.
from, Rochester, you graduate elementary school, 6th grade, 7th grade, you're in middle school.
Interesting.
No, it's 6, 7, 8 middle school.
Where are
North
y'all
Carolina.
from?
Yeah.
Texas.
Baltimore.
Oh, we all from
Philly.
different states.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right, so that could probably be a big part.
okay.
But I took sex ed in 6th grade, and I really was not paying attention, honestly. They was talking about vagina, and the diagrams was like pink penises, and I was like, this doesn't resonate with me. This don't look like what I got, so I'm gonna just doodle. I'm gonna doodle on this paper, and I'm gonna just not pay attention. But I started learning about like condoms, and I kind of tapped in around there. But when they would like stress and like don't safe sex reproduction, I was like, I'm not gonna have to worry about reproduction because I'm not having sex with no girl. So I was really like I was not paying attention like I should have been.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's me, 6th grade.
So
and
you
yeah.
already knew in 6th grade.
Well, yeah, I knew about.
You didn't
well,
feel
yeah.
bisexual. You just felt gay.
Well, I liked girls, but I liked girls romantically. I don't like girls sexually.
Mm,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm
Well,
opposite.
I don't like girls sexually until I
Gotta
I can do
drink in her.
everything else, but when
Yeah, clock that T.
Okay.
but when the moment comes,
Things
that's when
clean.
she's like he like yeah, I can do everything else, but
You
when
like fix that wrist,
yeah,
straighten up.
right.
So what about you guys?
6th grade. I'd say
And that was middle school for you too.
yes, middle school in
Okay.
Texas. Just like Mace, it's more so just oriented around like heterosexual sex. So, for example, when I was losing my virginity, gay people, you need lube to have sex.
You sure do.
Yeah.
Not
So-
real.
Few instances I may not have, but most of the time, yes.
Sometimes spit works.
Oh,
It does.
never-
That's
I
so
really-
real.
I would
like-
say not your first time though.
okay.
What?
Yes.
But yeah,
Continue. Sorry.
but back to the first time, it's like I didn't know that the lubricant in lubed condoms was not enough for anal sex. So he was like, "Oh, bring the stuff so we can get ready." So I get there with a singular condom, and I'm like, "It says it's pre-lubed. What do you mean we're ready? We're not ready."
Oh, no.
Yeah. So just a lack of knowledge about having actual queer sex.
yeah.
Absolutely. I feel like I learned maybe in 7th grade, to be honest. But I didn't pay attention just like y'all, to be honest, because it was just like I'm not really interested in any of this shit. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't even it does make sense, but it like honestly doesn't matter to me because I'm just like this don't got shit to do with me and what I'm trying to do in my life.
Right.
But I did pay attention, however, when they did that pregnancy video and they had did y'all see that video? The reproduction video?
Mhm.
And it was like
I don't know if we saw the same one, but I definitely saw a woman.
yeah,
giving
like
birth.
the woman giving birth.
It
They
was
showed a
wild.
woman giving birth in your class?
Yeah, and that's
Yes.
I remember just being
Oh.
like,
It's insane.
and I said, "Oh my God, power to the women," because it's no
It's
fucking
such a
way.
thing.
Yeah,
to give
women
birth
are
to a
so
child,
powerful.
God.
I'll say I didn't have a sex education class. I was also in Catholic school, so that might have been a reason.
They
I
said
said
sex
y'all
is
will
when
not
you're-
be fucking.
when you're married.
But guess what? Everybody was fucking in 6th grade.
Oh,
In
Their
6th grade?
fast asses, yes.
They're fast asses.
yes.
where are you from?
Philly.
Oh,
From some ghetto.
that checks
place.
out. Right.
Well, yeah, I'm from the
Damn.
hood, but them
Gutter.
fast asses was fucking down. But
Yeah,
yeah,
we
I didn't have a sex ed class, so I guess I kind of did all my learning like
On
as
your
I
own.
went along
Mm.
by
Mhm.
myself.
That's real. I did. Well, 7th grade was my middle school year start. So
Mhm.
7th, 8th, and 9th grade, I took health class. I can like see my teacher vividly. Her name was Miss Horn, which was funny
Nee.
because people used to make fun of her like horny,
Horny.
horn,
Mhm.
like, and she was teaching sex ed. But she was just like the realest bitch ever. Like I was kind of like a sponge in school, so like I absorbed like. There were topics I didn't care for as much, but I just absorbed all the information. So like I remember almost everything I learned from health class about vaginas, about penises. I remember the display of them putting the condom on the thing. Like, so I did learn some things, but they don't teach you about gay sex. So like
Mhm.
I didn't know nothing about nothing until I fucked for the first time. Like even when I remember I told the story about me coming for the first time, I thought I peed on the guy because I never came until I had sex.
Are
Like
you
so
serious?
yes.
Oh wow.
I don't know what episode that
We
is, but
go
I
through
will let
this
you know
every
after.
time. We just don't get it
like
how he didn't come prior to sex.
I would jack off and pre-cum and thought I came. Like until
Oh.
the day I saw a video of a guy jacking off, which was after me having sex,
Mhm.
and then I was like, oh, I never did that. I never got to that point. But
That's so interesting.
yeah, so like there was just so many things that happened when I started having sex with guys that I was like, I never learned about this, or just like douching, or just so many things, like just being ready for sex and even initiating sex or starting sex. Like you just don't learn until I feel like being gay until you actually start doing it. So I did have the class, but I didn't learn about my own things until doing it.
I feel like
Mhm.
it's like an ongoing process of learning though. Like you never stop learning about how to like attribute to your body because everyone's body is like completely different.
Right.
Like even the preparation time and things like that. So
I know my body.
Them girls are them girls are dangerous.
I'm one of those girls. I'm sorry. I
I never
really
thought.
am because I really do. Like,
mm-mm.
Mm.
I just do. Like, I haven't had no issues. So,
Queen.
so now that we know when we learned, did you guys have sex prior to learning about sex or before?
I did. Well, yeah, because I was dating this guy senior year in high school. Well, how old are you? 17, 18?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you
Senior
flunked
year.
a few times.
No, I met him when I was 17 because it was Christmas. And then we had sex on my birthday when I was 18. And
Are you saying this for legal reasons?
Yes.
You gotta clock that thing.
Liability.
so when I had sex with him, I didn't know douching was a thing. So I
didn't
just
know when I first.
So you went in like locked and loaded.
well, no, I didn't eat all day,
Oh, okay.
and I kind of like, which is kind of smart of me for not knowing nothing, but I kind of try to use a water bottle.
Oh, I used to do that
Oh.
faithfully all the time.
Well,
If I ain't got one now and I'm out of town or something, bitch, I'm at the vending machine. The fuck?
Nah.
You ain't stopping my.
I didn't know shit because I'm just like, I have no gay friends. All I have are girlfriends. None of them are having anal sex. So I kind of just did it that way. And I was so scared of painting him that we just didn't end up having sex.
Mm.
Because I was like, I'm going to save myself the embarrassment and just not do this right now.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it wasn't until I went to Paris my junior year of college that I was like really learning how to prepare and things like that.
Mm.
Before that, I kind of was just winging it,
Same.
but I never had doo doo.
I wasn't bottoming a lot when I was younger, but I didn't learn about. I guess I don't know. I just learned through the process. Like I was saying, like I didn't I know so much more now than I knew when I started having sex.
Yes.
Like, if I knew these things now, I would have had much better sex when I was
Yes,
younger. But
absolutely.
like, yeah, the journey has just taught me so much and just kind of doing it. Like, I wish that there was something like this I could have seen, or there were classes that I could have taken
Yes.
to like know more, because
Literally.
now that I just know, I just feel like sex is more fun because I know how to do more. I know how to
Right.
I know how to please myself. I know how to please other people. Like
Mhm.
when I was younger, if I came, sex was over. Like
Right.
there's no more touching me. There's like I'm
Mhm.
literally so turned off. Like
Yeah.
it's like when you're masturbating, and you're watching porn, and then you like everything
You're
in
like,
the porn
"Ew,
is
turn it
disgusting. After you masturbate,
off."
like okay, like that's how I felt. But I just feel like with time and maturity and just knowing other people and also wanting to be like a pleaser, like I just yeah, I know more now.
Mhm. How about you guys?
Well, I was a virgin until I was 19.
Oh
So
my god.
Period.
yeah, very strict household.
Queen.
Yeah.
So I didn't even try bottoming until I was like 20, 21.
Mhm.
And I asked my friend, he's like, "Oh, you just go to the store, you get a dish, and you clean
Not
out."
just.
And I'm like, "Okay." And I go to the store, I go to Walmart. I'm like, "Okay, I got a dish, douche, however you pronounce it." And
That sounds fancy.
right, but I didn't know that vaginal douches have hooks. So it's like half of the battle was just getting in and out, and I was just like, it's not worth it.
Right.
So I gave up. I didn't bottom until I was like, I'd say a good 6 months after that one.
Mhm.
Did you hurt yourself?
It was just slightly above mildly uncomfortable.
Ugh.
Okay. And everyone's level of uncomfortability is different.
Different,
so-
yeah.
I can't take pain at all.
Mhm.
Okay.
Sticks and
Well,
Say, Macy.
I feel-
For me, I feel like I definitely was. I learned about sex through porn, and also like my friends and shit. So I knew about sex when I started having sex. I had sex for the first time with my boyfriend in like I was like 16, and yeah, I started off topping. I didn't start bottoming until like senior year of high school, but yeah, I knew what to do.
Period. Queen.
it was-
Oh,
Being the top is easy. You just
that is
put it
easy.
on.
Okay.
But
Stick
also,
it
it's
in
like
and-
learning. I feel like the more you do it, and the more you kind of like do it with different people, and kind of learn different things that other people like.
Yeah.
Like you become better at it.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
I think what the goal with topping when you're young is to just like nut.
Yeah.
Like,
You trying to get your nut.
And-
yeah, you're not
No-
giving a fuck about them.
Nobody gonna
like,
say you got weak dick. Nobody has. We only had like 2. It's yeah, high school.
They could still say
Literally.
that.
You got to be a consistent.
But nowadays, you gotta. If you a top, you got to put in that word. It's not easy
Yeah.
for a top.
Time's hard now.
Mhm.
Put it down.
Everybody
before you get-
talking.
Bars
Can't just
up.
bang, bang, bang.
No,
Mm-mm.
we don't want the bang
No,
bang bang no
ma'am.
more.
Sometimes.
What about you, Tay?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
But I feel like it's kind of the same with Macy. I started having sex like kind of. I was probably like in 8th grade when I started having sex, but I was topping a lot too. Oh wow.
Verse
My mom
queen.
does not know this. But yeah, I was topping a lot, and then I started bottoming maybe my senior year of high school. And that was like a different experience because it was just so much that went into it. But even when I was like getting my ass ate, I was still like cleaning out just for like the sake of myself.
Oh,
Absolutely.
no.
Oh baby, no.
But like,
Baby.
it just was like I was hanging
Oh,
out with
Not
the
a
older
chance.
gays.
I'm not doing work I ain't got to do for no reason.
Bitch.
I
Oh.
was hanging out with the
One or
older
two
gays.
squirts?
They were
But
teaching
also
me
when I was
things.
If
younger-
I'm just getting ate out,
No, I'm not douche.
I'm not douching.
To this
Like,
day, I'm not doing it.
I just feel like 'cause if I'm a douche, I'm gonna do the damn thing. I ain't gonna halfway do it. And if you just eating me out, like, what is the point of me doing that?
Well, my bad. I just wanted to be cautious. Shit.
It's okay, I understand,
But yeah, I think I started early,
Going in
but
that
you
bitch.
know, as I said, you start learning more and more as you go older. You get older and shit. So yeah, here we are now.
period.
Mhm.
So my next question for the group is, what is your favorite brand of condom to use and why?
Trojan extra thin.
Yeah, I like
It's good.
the basically feeling like, okay, it's as natural as possible.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I try to stay away from anything that's like ribbed or anything that's like any heating sensations or anything. I try to stay.
I've never
I don't-
used one of those.
I don't need a lot. I don't like no flavor on the condom. I don't need any of that. I
I
like
feel
it
like
very
those pussy
simple.
things. Like you need
Yeah.
this is for a girl. These ain't for
Yeah.
a boy and a
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to
Yeah.
be getting heated up on the inside and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like
Yeah. I try to stay away from things. So anything that's not that works for me.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mhm.
Magnum for me. I just feel like tells me what I need to know if you could fit it, right?
Yeah, that
And
too.
I ain't never have it rip. I ain't never have no issues with a Magnum. Like them shits is durable, hefty bags.
Hefty, Hefty. hefty.
Y'all ever had a condom rip?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the cheap ones,
Oh,
like the
I
New York
never
City
had that.
ones. Yeah,
New York City condoms are cheap.
The NYC one condoms.
Oh, like the brand?
Yes, there's like actual New York City condoms.
Yeah, I've
Oh.
seen.
I remember when I
those. They
was
used to
younger,
give
they
those
used to
out at
pass them out on
college.
the streets and shit.
It's in
Like
a blue.
they have
It's
different
black.
colors,
Oh.
but
Yeah.
them is the cheapest condoms in the world. Like, but yes, they rip.
Never used them.
FYI, you guys don't
Mm.
use them.
Don't use
They're
them.
usually free, so that's a sign.
Yeah.
My next question is: so when you're seeing someone or you're hooking up with someone, how do you approach conversations about sexual health?
As transparent as possible. I used to work with UT Health and their HIV prevention team, so I would actually go out to like gay bars and clubs and hand out information about PrEP, condoms usage, etc. So
Nice.
just talking about sexual health should be as normal as a conversation of, oh, what did you eat today? Everyone should be getting tested regularly,
Yeah.
at least if you're actively having sex.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. I feel like with me sometimes I don't always approach the conversation if because I mean I know there's still a chance if you're having protected sex, but I don't
Mhm.
always approach the conversation or feel the need to have the conversation if we're having safe sex.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're not, like I always get turned off by a guy who just wants to have unprotected sex and you don't want to have any because I'm just like
Right.
nigga, I could be burning. You
Right.
just want to fuck
Yeah.
like
Right.
like so those times I just feel like yeah, if we're like knowing we're gonna have unprotected sex, like I'll initiate the conversation, just be like, "Have you been tested recently?" Or like, "When was the last time you were tested?" Like, 'cause
Mhm.
I like have OCD badly when it comes to my health, so like I get
Yeah.
tested all the time, like all the time. So I always know what's up with me. So yeah, I would just say I don't normally. I probably should still have it if we're having safe sex, but I don't normally, and I just try to have it if I know I'm gonna have unprotected sex.
Well, what's safe sex to you? Like, do you wear condoms when giving oral?
No.
You can technically catch any STD under the sun through your mouth. I mean,
Mhm.
even HIV if you have like lacerations in your mouth.
Right.
I just this is ignorant, but my luck has just been not like it just has not. I'm scared to even say this because I feel like that was gonna happen, but I just feel like it has not. I have never gotten anything from someone giving me head.
If anything, I'm usually more particular about oral because I'm like, if anything happens, like it's all over my face.
I kind of just ask like you, when was the last time you were tested? Like, do you know your status on everything? And I do it pretty often if it's like personal, like different from a sex party because you don't know anyone's sexual health there.
I wasn't counting that.
Well, you got to, babe.
Oh,
Wait that up, Sakani.
But I think
Wait that up.
it's still important. Even recently, after like a sex party, it's important to get tested like right after, just so you know where you got it from. You know, because you could have had sex before the sex party, and then you go into.
I'd be too paranoid. Like
I'd be paranoid as fuck, but
like-
bitch, I had fun.
But I mean, yeah.
But they also have like medicine now where you can take like
Doxy Pep, y'all better get on that.
so that way it prevents anything like that, which is also
Taking that to Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm a holistic girly, so
Oh yeah, you don't like over the counters.
Girl,
You better see if there's a
antibiotics.
Dr.
gotta do what you
Sebi
gotta do.
version.
But yeah, I kind of just approach it that way. I'm just like, what's your status on
Yeah.
your sexual health? Nothing crazy. But obviously at a sex party, you're not having that conversation. At least I'm not.
No, nobody is.
Yeah, for me, I get tested regularly, like at least like 3-4 times a year.
Mhm.
Like right now, I just got tested like last week, just to have peace of mind and just to also like walk the walk and talk the talk. Like everybody says everybody should get tested regularly, but are you getting tested regularly?
Right.
babes?
Yeah.
And then also as to answer the questions, I think just being open and honest is just the best way to approach it. Yeah.
Yeah. I think if there's like any gray area, y'all should talk about it. Like, unknowingness is not good going into sex and just being paranoid.
Yeah, I think it's uncomfortable a lot of the times, but it's so much easier to just have the conversation. You'll feel
Mhm.
better about the sex after the fact. And even if it's not true, something happens, like at least you put your best foot forward to
Yeah.
like find out, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah, I also wish that like we could start changing the language that we use surrounding like STDs and using words like clean because
Mhm.
like just
Are
because
you
someone
clean?
yeah like
Yeah.
we should move away from that and like
Yeah.
'cause someone who does have an STD isn't dirty. They're just nobody asked to have a freaking disease placed upon them.
I feel like there's also like a difference in how like it can be approached because I feel like there also is like that window period of like it's like what is it called, like it's not airborne but it's like it's just sitting like the
Like it's
sitting
multiplying.
yeah, and it's like you don't really know, so you can get tested like right away, but it doesn't necessarily mean that like it comes up right away.
Mhm.
True.
So it's
Mm.
like
Sometimes it takes weeks
yeah,
to
Yeah.
show
it
up on a
takes months
test.
or even
Mhm.
years sometimes. Like everyone's body is different, so it's like that's what I'm saying. It's not fair to use the language of like clean versus dirty because if someone says clean, then automatically the person's gonna be like, well, they must be dirty if they say they're not. Like that's
That's
just how
fair.
like the mental brain works.
Yeah, it's just a different vocabulary.
Yeah.
Um but yeah, even having scares, like I texted y'all like a few weeks back cuz I was coughing. Well, I just had the flu, but I had this lingering cough which is still kind of here. But I had this lingering cough, and I'm like, y'all ever had chlamydia in the group chat? Cause I looked it up. I'm like, why do I have this cough still?
That'd be me. And Google will make you think you have everything.
Yes,
So,
literally.
And what is it, WebMD?
Yes.
Yes.
Like,
So I think stay off of Google, y'all, and go get tested.
Yeah, and I just hope for like the everybody watching this and all the younger gay guys watching it, if you catch something, it's not the end of the world. Like
it's not. It happens.
most things are treatable. Gonorrhea, chlamydia, syphilis. Medicine has advanced, has advanced to such a way that we can deal with these things, and it doesn't mean you catch it, you're dirty forever. Or,
There's medication for everything, right?
and it doesn't mean that you're dirty. Period. It's just these are things that happen. We have to be responsible and mature about these things.
Mhm.
And yeah, we gotta start breaking down that stigma. And I know we're doing it in strides.
Yeah.
But yeah, just for the Busy Boys list audience, yeah.
Yeah. I also think like being more open to talking about like what if you have something prior to sex, like it shouldn't take well, I won't say that because yeah. I'll say you should be open to having a conversation prior to someone asking you like what's your status or something if you have something. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it shouldn't take the question for you to say that something.
Like you should take the initiative.
Yes.
But if you have something, why are you having sex? Like, if you have
Well-
something that you could spread to them throughout.
Well, no,
Well,
that
a lot of people take things to manage HIV. You can be
Mhm.
undetectable.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking of that.
undetectable
I'm more so
equals-
thinking of STI.
well, I'm thinking of everything.
Okay.
Everything across the board. So
But even with that, that's like, if you're on your medication, you're good. You know,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
undetectable equals untransmittable.
right.
Period.
Mhm.
People take medicine to control herpes. There's all different types of things, but
So, next question for everybody is: have y'all painted before?
girl, how many?
Dun dun dun.
Mhm.
Which time do you want to hear about?
Oh.
Ooh.
Period.
I've done it like at least twice.
On purpose?
No.
Oh.
On purpose.
Maybe it was subconsciously on purpose.
The boys love a scatter.
Oh no! I've never.
Which boy?
It was an accident. It was an
None that I've dealt with. Let me make that clear. I'm just
Right,
saying.
don't throw me under the bus, bitch. It was an accident, and thank God it was in relationships. Thank God. Because I just know like the guy I was dating, he would never be like, I'm telling everybody you was shitty.
Yeah.
Even though I'm just telling everybody right now that I'm shitty. But it was spur of the moment. I was holding out. I was like, I'm not having sex with this nigga tonight. And then it's literally the night that he was like, he proposed. Let's be boyfriends.
Mm.
And I was like,
Oh,
fuck, I gotta
some
fuck this
pussy
nigga.
up, bitch.
I gotta fuck this nigga now. He
Oh.
did this whole thing, and then boom, and he was like, it was fine.
Queen.
Well,
But wait. How long did the sex go on before you?
Oh, it wasn't instant. It was like,
he had to
Five.
get in there.
I wasn't like, girl.
Yeah. Period.
No,
No.
I've
Oh,
never
period.
painted. No.
Period.
But you don't know your body. You get all the way ready.
Oh no. So I take fiber. A lot of people do not understand. Like everyone is missing fiber in
Pure
their diet.
pills.
Psyllium seed husk is literally
Yes.
pure ferment is literally just the gay version of psyllium seed husk.
Mm.
Raspberries.
Yeah. So as long as you have fiber in your diet, cleaning out should literally only take like 20, 30 minutes at max.
Agreed.
I like cleaning out like to make sure everything is like really like nice and
trying to
tidy.
get that
out.
So
third
you do
whole
like deep
touch.
cleaning.
Yeah, but it's not always the best thing.
that's
But
right.
I have painted before, and it's also been twice. I'm not clapping.
happened. We're
It-
having
it
this
does-
conversation because it
You know,
happened.
it does happen, but I'll give you like a little one
Yeah, I'll take it.
thing because
Celebrating that is crazy.
It's not something to be happy about, but it is a learning experience because you just
Yeah.
realize like, okay, sometimes when you like when I was telling y'all when I overclean, sometimes like that's what can happen because you start
Mhm.
reaching areas that you probably shouldn't have touched
Mm.
regardless.
Yeah.
And things like that, or just like literally shit just be happening, and it's what can we do?
Yeah.
Um,
Shit happens.
I'm
Literally.
we stopping. That's what we doing.
Oh, we
Don't-
absolutely are stopping.
Don't paint shame.
Right.
I'm a paint shamer because I don't like smells. I don't like anything.
Well,
some
nobody
Well,
wants to smell
nobody-
that. Well,
I'm
Nobody
not
wants-
shaming the person because it's natural, but I'm not about to keep fucking like.
Well, yeah, absolutely not. But I'm just saying, in our community, there's a lot of people who
There is
who paint shame, and it's
we're
like,
getting
well,
fucked in the
you're-
ass. That is
exactly.
you know what you're getting into.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I
you'd be a
don't. I'm
fucking
not shaming it in
asshole.
that sense, but in the sense of like, oh, this is.
Well, sometimes you don't
No,
even know until
sex
you
is
take it
over.
out. Like, and that's the problem. It's not
Yeah.
even a problem, but like that's where sometimes it can cause like a conflict because until like you can actually see it, because sometimes you don't even smell it. It's just like
I usually smell it.
Well, see, with my
But I'm like
experience,
very
since-
calm about it.
okay, yeah.
I feel like in the
No, yeah, you can't be like,
what the fuck?
yeah,
Oh yeah, no.
yeah.
That's so childish.
Dirty
no,
bitch.
you can't do
That's
that.
so
But
childish.
you can be like, okay, well, let's take a second.
Hey.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
let's come back for let's come back. Retreat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never painted, but I will say that I'm very cautious even when I'm like when it's going in, when he's putting his fingers in, I'm like, let me smell. Like I'm checking myself.
I'm the same. Y'all remember that tweet from the other day?
Yeah.
Like, and it's so funny because that is, I have painted before. It was when I was younger and I didn't know much about cleaning out, but like,
Mhm.
it made me such a paranoid bottom. Like now, don't get me wrong, I still enjoy sex as a bottom, but like, I'm always like,
Yeah.
let me make sure I'm good. Like, I'm touching like. Nigga, make sure, like, I'll be so, and this never been a problem since then, but that tweet made me be like, oh my God, I'm one of those people. Like,
Yeah.
I be so fucking paranoid.
What was
Yeah.
it, like black bottoms and how
But I was shamed when it happened. Like, the nigga made me feel so bad. So, like, he made me feel
That's why you're acting the way
so
you're acting.
right.
bad. Like,
Paint
Traumatized.
shamer.
I'm, this
shamer,
topic
paint
triggered
shamer.
me. Like,
What did he do?
He kicked
Uh-oh.
you out.
yes. And he, first, he, like, jumped back. He just started, like,
Whoa.
he didn't cuss. Yeah. He's like, you
Whoa.
fucking serious? Like, and I was just
wow.
like, oh my God. Like, where are my clothes?
That's
like,
so traumatic.
yeah,
That is
It was very
traumatic.
bad. It was just
I
a
would never
hookup
have sex
too.
again.
So it was like, and the nigga made it even worse. He was so fine, y'all. Like, I was just like,
Damn.
wow,
Oh well, fuck him.
yeah.
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 But no, I didn't feel that way in the moment. I was like, fuck me. I'm just.
I will.
But
I've never painted, but
learned.
there's sometimes still to this day where I'm just like, I'm enjoying sex, but I'm just like, oh my gosh, could he get it over with? Like, I'm scared at this point,
Mhm.
type of thing.
So is it like
that you're gonna paint?
Yes.
So is it like a mental timer in like a bottom's mind of okay, this is only gonna stay clean for so long?
In my mind, yeah.
Mm.
I try to have sex within 2 hours
Well, that's
after I douche.
well, that's the thing. So since I don't bottom often, I took like a lot of Twitter information. Like for
Mhm.
example, what is that called? The thing you take to stop
Stop.
stop quote unquote diarrhea, like the little pill thing.
I've never heard of
I've
that.
never heard of that.
Oh, it's like Pepto Bismol, but like I'm trying to Imodium.
yes,
Yes.
Like that.
Oh,
Imodium.
I took that on my
yeah,
birthday.
I've never
So-
heard of this.
Now we know.
It's like when
Yeah.
you're
I took that when I was hungover
Yeah.
and I was like nauseous.
So my friend, he's a porn star. He's like, so as soon as you're about to start cleaning out, you take Imodium.
Mhm.
So once you're finished cleaning this area out, it's just locked off. So it's
new tip unlocked.
That's-
Thank
I don't
you,
wanna-
Nico.
That's tea.
Y'all got it.
You know your body, girl. We know.
Know my body. Y'all know.
What else?
All I need is some pure pills and a gallon of water. All right, so it's time to get to our audience question now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this week we have a really good question. I think I know who asked this question, but yeah. So they asked, tell us about your experience while in the closet. Did you have girlfriends? How did it play out when you came out? Because I was so in love with Ja. I think I know who this is. She watches the podcast.
Oh, we love
dated
her.
We
when
do love her.
we kind of dated. I don't know. We had like a long distance little thingy going on when I
Did
was
we-
like 18.
Do we know that y'all date? I didn't know that. We knew other things.
Well,
Uh,
yeah.
well,
we
what-
talked for a minute.
Say the question again, because we kind of got lost. In
So
this.
when you guys were in the closet, like, what's your experience when you were in the closet? Did you have girlfriends? How did it play out when you came out?
I had girlfriends, but I wouldn't say they were really cover-ups. Like my family knew at a young age that I was gay. They were kind of just waiting for me to come out. But I definitely had girlfriends throughout like 2nd to 6th grade. And my last girlfriend, she's so gorgeous. We still talk to this day. But I was like, yeah, I just came out to my mom so we can like stop being together type of thing.
You're done.
She was probably like, what?
Chopped.
But yeah, my girlfriends consisted of my girlfriend group in, is it middle school or elementary school?
So you would like date your
Maybe both.
friends?
Yeah.
Mm.
One of those gays.
Oh.
Yeah. How
What
about, you,
about
guys?
you guys?
I would say for me, I definitely was like dating a lot of girls back then, like elementary and middle school, but specifically middle school. I always had a girlfriend in middle school. And it was one time that I was in 7th grade. I was dating this 8th grader. And something that came out because I was talking to like guys from like another middle school, but like all the middle schools were so connected at this point, and everyone knew everyone. So like if you were gay in the middle school at that point, like everyone knew that you were gay, but we would just keep it between the middle school or the middle
Interesting.
schools. And I was beefing with this one boy, and he like basically like aired me out. So I kind of got like outed. Yeah.
Sorry.
And I was just like, and I had a girlfriend too, so I'm like, bro, what the fuck do I do? I don't
I
even
got-
know how to move at this point. And then I ended up having another girlfriend after that. But at that point, I'm like,
Bi
bro,
king.
I'm already knowing.
Icon.
Bi king, something was happening. I don't know.
Bisexual versus king.
Experimenting, all this shit. But I was in love with this girl.
She's
so
a
I
bi
was
queen
like,
too.
Girls like gay boys.
I wouldn't consider
They
myself to
love
be that no
us.
more. Very much gay over here.
I was outed too
Yeah.
by my sister.
At school?
No, so quickly. I had came out to my cousin who was bi at the time, and she told my sister. My sister got mad I didn't tell her, and she was like, "Sakani, don't you got something to tell mommy?"
Oh.
And I was like,
Oh, that's why you didn't tell her, fucking bitch.
I was like, "Oh, okay," but I was just laughing the whole time, and my mom was just looking at me like,
Faggot.
"Faggot."
Well,
But I ended up not saying anything to her, and then the next day, coming home from school, she was like, "You know, I already knew, like, I love you no matter what."
Yeah.
And we had that
See,
conversation.
and that's crazy because for me, it was like I logged into my mom's laptop at one point, and I was on like her Facebook. So it was like I think I told y'all I was like one of the gays. I was just like knowing everyone at one point, and I was on Facebook with all the gays. So I forgot to log out of my Facebook, and oh my, I will never forget. I was literally in cello practice like after school, and she texted me. She's like, this is my mom. She's like, we have to talk about something when you come home. And I'm like, talk about
I
what?
hate that
Heart
text message
drop.
from
I used to
anybody.
hate
I'm
those
like, talk about
messages.
what?
nowadays, I'd be like, yeah, we do have to talk. Make you nervous too.
So then she's like, I just want to know who, and it was like someone like, I'm gonna say the Facebook name. It was like, who's Juan Pretty Boy Loco? And I was like,
Oh.
Pretty boy loco.
Faggot.
like, oh
That's
my
exactly
god.
way.
Latino.
I said she knows everything. How do I fix this?
Right.
But yeah, we kind of just like she never really brought it up like in a way like confrontational way. She was just like, what's going on? And I was like, I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I'm not gay. So then I got the girlfriend after that.
Oh wow.
But now I don't do that shit no more, obviously. Busy boys.
Busy boy. What about you, Nico?
Before coming out, because I'm bisexual, I still go on dates with women sometime.
Nice.
It's just I remember there was this big controversy online where people were like, "Oh, bisexual men, they usually like to go on dates with men because it's not as
I
expensive."
literally tweeted that.
You
I caused
did?
that
I remember
discourse.
that it was everywhere. I'm like,
Wait,
well,
what was it?
well, bisexual men, they go out with men because they can't afford to go out with women because they're like a cultural expectation.
Mm-hmm.
So I still go out, on dates with women. I went out on a date with a woman about a month or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it was interesting because I had already dated women before that, and I only got outed at home because they found my porn. Naked combat trauma. Yeah.
Wow, that's
yeah.
crazy.
So for me, I've dated women before and after coming out. It's so funny dating your girl. She had a child, and I was like a ninth grader. I thought I was the shit. I was dating a senior in high school, and she had a kid. I was like ready to be a stepdad.
Oh,
Bitch, I was on it. We were about to have sex one day, and my dick was not getting hard. She literally asked me on top of me. She's like, "Are you gay?" I was like, "No." And
Wait.
then she just took me home. She was my first kiss.
But wait. Oh, you said ninth grade. Okay, she was a senior.
Yeah, she was a senior.
Okay.
And yeah, I was also outed by one of my close friends at the time. He was just like caught in between like friend groups, and it's actually honestly a really long story, and I'll tell you guys at a later date. But I was also outed. But yeah, I've dated girls after a lot. Girls love gay boys, and I love
They
girls that
do.
love gay boys. I will definitely get bent over by a girl. I will.
I'm
You would do
pushing it
pegging?
now.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You know what?
Mia loves to
I
peg.
love
I was
sucking
about to
titties.
say-
Mia's a real ass bitch.
Queen
I love
pegger.
sucking titties. I love women. Like I love feminine energy, like a badass bitch. But I just don't like putting my dick in women.
Interesting.
Nice.
So are you
They
like?
can put theirs in me.
I'm sorry, I wasn't
What you-
expecting that one. I'm
what were
sorry.
you gonna say?
I was gonna say. So does that mean like? So you're still romantically attracted to women?
Yes.
So
I can have a romantic relationship with
you would just have to be in like the bottom position in like the dynamic.
Sort of, kind.
I'm not one of those people who like I need sex. Like I've kind of
Mhm.
passed that era in my life where I would need sex to be in a happy, fulfilling relationship.
Mhm.
There's so many ways around it. I can get off from foreplay. I can get off from but that's one that if that was a dynamic, I could deal with that.
So
Period.
I'm curious. I want to know more, to be honest, because I'm like the dominant factor of like being in a relationship with a woman and like being like sexually with them. There obviously can be a difference, but how do you? I guess I'm wondering like how would you guys like differentiate it?
I don't know.
I'm
I
asking
feel like
them to.
I
You
feel like
know,
me
like-
personally, I can fall in love
Girl,
with anyone.
I never said I
Same.
would lie.
For me personally, I could fall in love with anyone. It doesn't matter what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just me as a person. Sex is secondary to me. And once I have that romantic connection with you,
Mhm.
it's like we can figure some shit out. If we like that's just how I approach love,
Yeah.
sex, relationships. That's just
Macy
how
fell in love with my friend Mackenzie at Friendsgiving.
literally.
we know.
We know.
Oh.
Oh.
Beautiful girl.
Yeah, I don't know. I
She's
low-key feel the
stunning.
opposite. Like when I was with girls, I loved having sex with girls. When I lost my virginity to a girl when I was 18, like I dated plenty of girls before that, but when I
I'm
lost my
finding out
virginity,
so much shit about y'all today.
when I lost my virginity to a girl, I was like, oh my God, pussy is so good. Like, I just don't like hanging out with girls. I don't want to date a girl. I don't want to like my experience with being like in the closet and straight and being gay sexually, like having sex with guys was so much easier. Like hooking up with a girl was not as easy as it was to hook up with a guy. So like but then again, I have plenty of straight friends who just hook up with girls. So I think I'm just like innately gay. Like it just doesn't work for me. But like my experience wasn't like that. And I feel like if it was, it would have been a little differently. But like I dated girls. Like I said, I didn't have sex with one until I was 18. And it was like this girl I was like in Canada on the trip and she was like a friend's friend and we just like hooked up. And like I was there looking for niggas and she was just like, I really like you. And I was just like, yeah, she was on my body. She bagged me that night. And I was just like, wow, I actually do like pussy, but I just could never see myself dating a girl. And I just rather hang out with a man. But my experience with dating girls was just like, I knew I was gay from a young age, or I knew I like guys, like, And I started rapping when I was 16. So like when I started rapping, my mental was like, I'm not coming out of the closet till I get my record deal, till I'm signed, till I have the #1 album in the world. Like this is not about to hinder what I want to do in life at all.
Right.
And obviously this was way before Lil Nas, Santana, like mainstream gay artists like them. So like, yeah, like I did not ever plan on coming out of the closet. And then I just feel like came to New York and I moved here when I was like 19. I was visiting with my mom when I was younger, but I had moved here when I was 19. And like that kind of just changed everything for me. Like once I got back home, I never had a moment of coming out of the closet. Like I went to Gay Pride 2020, I want to say. Like me and my best friend drove here, went to Pride, and I posted the picture. And like that was basically everyone interpreted it as that being my out moment because it got so many likes. And I was just like, y'all trying to call me gay? But I never had a moment of just being like, I never had to sit down with my family or anything. Like everyone just kind of was like, one day my mom was just like, you be fucking niggas. And I was just like,
straight to the point.
yes.
She's mother.
girl.
Damn.
Love your mom.
She was just on the phone with my sister, like, okay. And yeah, so that was that.
Period.
I mean, I approach dating women and dating men the same. For example, I've been called like a gentle giant, so I'm just a casual, soft approach to everyone, and it's always so interesting because men are like, I'm not used to someone being so like laid back and casual when dating. I'm like, I have no need for theatrics. If anything, I'm overly romantic.
Right.
Men and women, like I'll hold your hand, kiss it throughout the day, just smother you in kisses.
Aww.
So it's just like my natural go-to for either or.
Period.
I love that.
Yeah, that's a nice thing though.
It is.
This was a good conversation, you guys.
It was.
Yeah, it was. Hope y'all learned something.
Yes.
I
learned
did. Y'all
something.
taught me some stuff.
Period.
We learned a lot.
Nico
today.
taught us something about that pill.
Oh,
after
yeah.
this
Oh, yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I ain't doing that.
I'm doing that.
I'm gonna try it out.
Heard of that trick.
Shit, I'm gonna be fucking
Y'all
till
let me know
5
how it
a.m.
works out, bitch. But on
Um,
that note, we're gonna wrap up and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks for episode 8.
Bye.
Love y'all.
Peace out.